I want to welcome you to the Structure Selector Pro. This course is designed to help you start off with a strong foundation from building the right business to getting your EIN and setting up your business bank accounts. So I want you to download this one-page cheat sheet. This will be inside the course so you can follow along. So I want to step back and zoom out so you can see the entire program is 9 steps, and this is step number 1 inside of the Fire Alarm Business Blueprint. Inside of the Structure Selector Pro, we're going to give you the foundation for building your fire alarm business. From choosing the right business structure, this module is there to teach you the different type of business structures, whether it be an LLC, corporation, partnership, or S Corp or C Corp. This will guide you step by step to setting up that legal entity, getting your EIN, and open up the right business bank accounts. Right. So what are the 3 types of business structures? We have a sole proprietor. Sole proprietor is the simplest, most common type of business structures owned and operated by one individual. This setup, there is no legal distinction between the owner and business, meaning the owner is personally responsible for all the liabilities, debts, the obligations of the business. Next, an LLC, which is a limited liability company, is a business structure that combines the flexibility and tax advantages of partnership or a sole proprietor, but it has limited protection for the corporation. And next, a corporation is a legal business entity that is separate from its owners, providing them with limited liability protection. A corporation can own assets, enter contracts, can be sued, could either pay taxes as a corporation or as a shareholder. So make sure you download the Structure Selector cheat sheet. Unlike most programs, you're not going to watch a bunch of long-form theatrical videos leave you more confused than when you started. The goal of the Structure Selector Pro is to do this together one step at a time so you can start your business off the right way the first time. The way I formed Secured Securities was formed as an S Corp. We are an S Corp. When you first form a corporation, you're going to be a C Corp. In order to elect to be an S Corp, you have to fill out the IRS Form 2553. So what are 3 benefits of having an S Corp? First one is you have credibility and professionalism. An S Corp enhances the credibility with customers, vendors, and financial institutions, making it easier for them to trust you going and ask for financing. The next thing is it reduces your self-employment tax burden. If you're an S Corp, you have to put yourself on payroll. When you're putting yourself on payroll, you're paying employee taxes, which is 7.5% for business and 7.5% for the employee. All of that business taxes that the employer is paying for the employee, you can actually write that off. And the third one is pass-through taxation. That means that profits and loss will be passed through the shareholders K1 or the shareholders tax return. So all of the corporate's profits and loss will be passed through to the owner's tax return. So let's go over some simple steps of getting your EIN. But before we get into that, you need to know that getting your EIN is 100% free. IRS.gov to start the application. So the first thing is you want to know what is an EIN. Your EIN is your employer identification number. It's a unique 9-digit number assigned by the IRS to identify your business's tax purposes. Think of it as your social security number for the business. Second thing is, how do you apply for your EIN? Applying for your EIN straight through the IRS website, irs.gov. Third thing is, do you need an EIN? 100%, you absolutely need an EIN. If you want to get money from the banks, if you want credit cards, if you want to build any type of credit profile with your business, you need an EIN. In order for you to actually achieve anything, you have to put yourself and your feelings and emotion in the place that you see yourself in. So if you see yourself opening a business, you see yourself making sales, you see yourself doing installations, that's where you need to put yourself in order to actually make things happen. And all you got to do is break it down into smaller little pieces so that way you can get to your goals a lot faster. I made a lot of mistakes as I was coming up in my entrepreneurship, doing this for 11 years. And the first mistake I almost made before I started my business was having a lack of knowledge of what type of business structure I need to actually form. If I was going to do business as a sole proprietor or an LLC or a corporation, in the beginning I was very confused as to which way I was going to go until I got some information from a friend of mine showed me why I should form a corporation. And the second thing was I didn't even understand liability or protection. I wasn't aware of the potential dangers I was putting myself in doing fire alarm installations and building, leaving myself open to being sued for millions of dollars. And when I first started out, I really didn't have too much money, so I was looking for the cheapest route, the easiest option with less coverage, so I was still leaving myself open. Most people, when they start in their entrepreneurship, it could be a lemonade stand or they could just be running around their neighborhood patching and painting. So the first thing they may want to do is start out as a sole proprietor, but they're not understanding that if they damage someone's walls or knock down a TV from off someone's wall, they will be liable for that. Now your personal assets is going to be up for grabs. So by understanding the type of business structures there are out there, it will better help you gauge on the way you should be conducting your business. So your business structure will define your success. So I want you to get it right from the start. I want to run down 3 action steps for the Structure Selector Pro course, right? The first one is I want you to study different types of business structures out there. You need to thoroughly understand what these business structures are, tax implications are, what the liabilities, how you need to operate them to keep them open. Secondly, once you figure that out, you're going to register your business entity. You're going to open up the corporation. You're going to open up your LLC. I would not suggest a sole proprietor or anything like that, but you can definitely start off with an LLC, bump it up to a corporation. After you register your business, you're going to obtain your EIN. Once you get your EIN from the IRS, you're going to get that right away. The next day or the same day, go and open up business bank accounts. Once you open up a business bank account, you are now actively in business because now the bank account is open for you to conduct business. So just know, selecting the correct business structure isn't just a decision. It is a lifelong lesson. You want something that will last long after you, something that is perpetual, something that's not going to go away if you were to pass away while you conducting your business. So here's some homework for the Structure Selector Pro. I want you to do 3 things. I want you to define your business goals and priority. Clarify your short-term and your long-term objectives. Determine what matters to your business the most. Is it liability protection? Is it taxes? Is it scalability? Whatever it is, you will decide what that is to determine what type of business structure you're going to open. The next thing after that, I want you to research and compare the different types of structures to see how they will affect you if you're making a lot of money, a little bit of money, if you want to go public, or if you want to franchise. Then after that, once you figure that out, don't sit around and be a master knowledge taker. Go take action and register your business. So I want to congratulate you on completing the course. Now that you've gained the knowledge and tools to grow your fire alarm business, it's time to take action and make the success even easier. Don't forget to download your one-page cheat sheet. This quick reference guide is packed with key steps to opening business bank accounts, essential tips for what accounts to open, and time-saving shortcuts with the right accounting software. So keep it by your side as you apply everything that you learn. This cheat sheet will help you stay focused, organized, and ready to succeed. So click the link in my description to download so you can get started. You're just one future success away. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.